Like, my mom was always like, ay, ¿qué va a decir la gente? Ay, no, ¿qué va a decir la gente? And I'm like, who cares? Like, no te están pagando los biles.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 17. I am your host, Alannized, and this is Noche De Pendejadas. Para todas las pendejas allá en casita que no saben qué es esto, escuchen, porque hoy sí me voy a repetir. Noche De Pendejadas is a weekly episodic show where I go ahead and bring your favorite influencer to chismear, have a cocktail, and see what the fuck they've been up to. So si tú quieres ver a tu influencer favorito, haz un pinche favor, pendeja, and drop their username down below para traértelo. Antes de que empecemos este episodio, you guys, les quería recordar que este viernes, marzo 25 a las 12 p.m. PST Pacific Standard Time, my 2022 birthday collection will be launching. So make sure you guys go ahead and set your motherfucking alarms para que ustedes puedan comprar la mercancía. La semana antepasada, you guys, les traje a una mujer que la está rompiendo en lo que hace Snow the Product, y esta semana les traigo a alguien just as exciting. Please help me welcome my guest tonight, Mo Money.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for having me here.
No, thank you for coming, you guys. Para decirles that we kind of started planning this little Noche de Pendejadas episode, you guys, I want to say like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And I remember I hit you up like a night before. I was like, hey, want to film tomorrow? And she was like, bro, I can't.
Yeah, I was like, I need to like get a little situated first, but we made it happen.
We
That's
made it
what
happen, you guys. Aquí estamos, y yo sé que ustedes han estado pidiendo a Mo. I've been seeing comments all the time on every single episode, bring Mo, bring Mo, bring Mo. And I was like, yeah, para callar a la gente les voy a traer a Mo, y aquí estamos, you guys. I am so excited because I feel like Mo really doesn't like say a lot online about her personal life, and I'm like, you know what? Hoy le vamos a sacar sus trapitos al sol, and we're gonna really go deep into who Mo really is.
Yeah, and I think it's easier like talking about like my life when someone else is interviewing me.
Yeah.
I don't know, I feel weird just like sitting in front of the camera and just like spilling everything, and it's like I don't really know, you know? So it's like,
You're like, I don't even know if they care. Us YouTubers doing that all the time. I'm like, yeah, they care.
Yeah, and I know people always ask me for more, but I'm like I get a little scared sometimes. So
I feel like, you know what it is too? I feel like Mo built her whole channel, her whole upcoming is on cooking.
Yeah.
So I feel like people, they're like, no, Mo, like we want to know more about you. And you know, because even me, I feel like I know Mo online, but I don't really know Mo. And as someone that's a watcher and a viewer, you kind of want to know about the person you're watching.
Yes.
I'm like, no nomás quiero saber cocinar. So today, you guys, we're gonna give you guys a little more.
Yeah, just a little more, just a little bit.
Para todos ustedes allá en casita que no conocen a Mo, I'm gonna go ahead and turn it over to her para que ella les diga quién es y qué hace.
All right, so for those of you guys who don't know me, my name is Mo Money on YouTube, actually. On Instagram, my name's Mo V. So I think I've been like in the YouTube game maybe about 4 years. For those of you guys who don't know my background, I actually started kind of coming up on my niece's videos, which are the Murillo twins. So we're just kind of like a YouTube fam. I started out on their videos, and then they kind of encouraged me to start like my own YouTube channel. I guess I started out with the cooking video, because like I would just like record myself like cooking, and people would be like, oh, throw like cooking videos, but I'm like, no one's gonna want to watch that, you know, especially like being like a younger generation.
Yeah.
And then once I started getting comfortable, like I was like, oh well, like a lot of crazy things happened to me like in my live life and just like my life in general. I was like, why not throw these stories out there? Maybe like there's more people that could relate to me. So I started doing like my chisme videos of all the crazy stuff that happens to me, and like people love those videos. I don't know why, les gustan el desmadre. So
Es que la gente es chismosa, you guys.
yeah, literally. So a lot of my videos, like the chisme videos, is like from years before. So like that's why I'm not like very shy about like sharing it, because it's not like, you know,
it's not like it's gonna come back and bite you in the ass. It's not like a recent like hookup or a recent date.
Yes. So
you know what's funny that you say that, like when you first started YouTube, like you were like scared that no one was gonna want to watch your cooking videos. And it's funny because I see that even your cooking videos as well as your chisme videos, they do the same amount of views.
Yeah.
Like they do good because people love just Mo. They love getting a piece of Mo. Whether you're doing it in a cooking video or in a chisme video, they're watching.
yes. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for the support.
Ya que conocieron un poquito de Mo, we're gonna get to what the fuck you guys came for. Y es el pinche chisme.
Oh, no. Tengo medio.
Porque yo sé que ustedes quisieron ver a Mo, not for to fucking show you guys what to cook on here. You guys wanted me to bring her para que les dijera todo el pinche chisme. So that's what we're gonna motherfucking do today, you guys. So with that being said, let's move on to chisme and cocktails. So aquí producción, you guys are gonna bring Mo a little modelito, and I'm gonna get a little water, you guys. It's a little hot in here, so if I'm sweating, just mood, Mo, yeah. She's like, fuck the tune. I'm gonna go right in.
I just need a little sippy sips to take the edge
And you were
off.
drinking last night.
I was. You guys, I'm a little hungover today, so I had to get my shit together this morning. So
you know what's funny? I was like, she's gonna lag. I was watching Britney's story and I was like, she's gonna lag, she's gonna lag. Honestly, I woke up a little bit earlier than usual because I was like, let me get up because I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a text message at 3 in the morning.
This bitch is gonna flake.
I literally did.
No.
You actually texted me this morning.
Yeah.
For the address. And I was like, before I saw what she had said, I was like, yeah. I was about to text Adrian, which is, you know, who films these episodes. Like, I was like, hey, it's not happening today, like day off, but you're here.
We had went like to this like bar, which I agreed to, and then I got kidnapped by them, and they took me to this fucking country bar, which I hate country. No offense to people that like it.
I hate it too.
I was like, why am I even here? So I was like chilling. They're like, oh, we're gonna go home now, and then like I'm like, okay, I'll stay for like one picture. Then they order another one. I was like, I got shit to do, so I just left. I dipped out.
I got an interview to go to tomorrow.
I was like, I have an interview tomorrow. I don't think you guys understand. So
we're gonna go ahead and start with the chisme. So, como dijiste earlier, you're a very private person. And I feel like the reason why I feel like the people always want more of Mo is because they're also used to the Murillo twins always sharing so much online. Why do you feel like you're more reserved and te quedas todas tus cosas a ti misma?
I feel like I'm like that just because my real life, like I was telling you guys, like, I don't know, like the stuff that happens to my real life, I get scared to maybe like share it because I feel like, I don't know, the type of person that I am, like even if I have something good coming, I'm scared to tell people because I feel like it's gonna like mess it up or it's gonna jinx it, you know? So sometimes like I just rather keep it to myself because I just don't want to jinx it, I guess. I feel like my love life is just like a hot mess. And whoever did brujeria to my love life, like it really needs to stop. Just with my love life, I don't feel comfortable sharing like everyone that I date.
Yeah.
The shit that happens to me, it's just like not normal. And I'm like, okay, I present one guy. And then like, you know, a couple months later, like it just doesn't work out.
And it's a new guy, a couple months.
Yeah, and they're gonna be like, damn, this girl changes like boyfriends, how she changes her 20s, you know? So it's like, I'd rather not put that out there. And I feel like, I don't know if maybe it's the type of guys that come my way. Sometimes they're a little crazy and they get like, you know, kind of it's kind of hard having like a little platform just because sometimes people are very spiteful and they just come after you, like, cause they know that you like, you know, like they're heard about something. So I just rather like not, cause you just never know a person until they're really, really mad. So I just rather like not put people out there because at the end of the day, like my social media, it's about me, you know?
Yeah.
And then also my family because like we're all in the YouTube fam. But until I find like the person that I really want to settle down with and I really want to be with, and I'm like, okay, this is my person. Like this is like gonna be like, you know, a long-term relationship. Then I'll feel comfortable like, you know, sharing more about my like partner. As of now, like I'm single, so right now I'm just like I'm kind of taking a break from men right now, just because they're like a little too much. So I feel like I just need a break. But you know, once I am in the dating game again, you know, if you guys see me out, just mind your business, you know?
And you're like, don't tell anyone.
Yeah, so.
Do you ever feel like pressure? Because I feel like, you know, like you said, you guys are a whole YouTube family. Son bien conocidas because les gusta, you know, you guys share everything. And I feel like that's why people love you guys. You guys are so raw. Do you ever feel the pressure of like, fuck, I'm not showing enough?
Sometimes I do feel like that just because like, you know, I see like other Instagram people or like influencers and like, you know, they post everything, you know, and like good for them, you know? So sometimes I'm like, fuck, like maybe I should like share a little more, which I feel like I've been more open to it now.
Yeah.
Because now I'm just like, fuck it, whatever happens, you know? And it's like, I'm human just like everyone else. We all have our drama, like we all get done dirty, we all make mistakes. So I feel like I'm more open to it now. It's just kind of hard because people are so like judgmental.
I feel like you can't even like echarte un pinche pedo online because ahí está la gente, no mames, le huelió bien feo.
Yes.
And I'm like, bro, you can't even smell it through the camera. What's up, everyone? As many of you guys know, aside from being an influencer, I am also a business owner. And this year, my business is off to a great start. But things aren't getting any less crazy. Online shopping isn't slowing down anytime soon, and is your business ready to keep up with the pace? With ShipStation, you'll never have to worry about shipping again. Make the switch to ShipStation and let them handle all your shipping needs quickly, affordably, and painlessly. ShipStation easily finds the best shipping carriers with deeply discounted rates. Who doesn't love discounts? ShipStation is already trusted by over 100,000 e-commerce, and they automate just about any shipping task with just a few clicks. I personally love ShipStation because they help me save money when you compare carrier options and choose the best shipping solution every time. Your business can access the same discounted rates usually reserved for Fortune's 500 companies. Ship more in less time with ShipStation. Use my offer code NOCHE to get a 60-day free trial. That's 2 months of no hassle, stress-free shipping. Just go to ShipStation.com, click on the microphone at the top of the page, and type NOCHE. Once again, thank you ShipStation for making ship happen.
Like, you know, like for example, me, like I'm a very outgoing person, like in real life, but I've always been like I always hated like public speaking. Like I hated speaking in public.
Like, I hate this.
Yeah. So like, but like now that I've been doing like, you know, my videos, like it's easier for me. I forgot where I was going with this.
You're like,
Se me fue la onda, like my mom says. In the beginning, when I would come out, for example, like on the twins videos, like before I even started my channel, I was just very camera shy, you know? So because like I wouldn't really talk much, like people would be like, oh, she's just using you guys. She's not a good person. All because I didn't really talk. But then if I start talking too much, then they're going to be like, oh,
she's scandalous.
Yeah,
like she just wants camera time. And I'm like,
yeah. So I think that's why I was like a little more scared coming into it. Yeah. But like now that when I started my channel, I started opening up more. Then people were like, oh, you know, she's cool, you know? Yeah. It is kind of important to like show what kind of person you are, because people like, they'll judge you just for the way you look, you know?
No, for real. And I feel like it's very important that you mentioned that, like how like you got hate coming into it. How do you deal with the hate, or how have you been dealing with the hate that you normally get?
Like in the beginning, I was like, I can't believe people think that about me. Like that's not even me, you know? You know, as time went on, you're like, you know what person what type of person you are, you know? Y la gente siempre va a hablar. Y a ti que te valga madre lo que diga la gente, you know? So basically that, I feel like I've always been like that too. Just like before I even started like my YouTube channel or anything, I kind of learned from other people too, you know? And my mom, she's like an old school Mexican lady, you know? So like my mom was always like, ay, ¿qué va a decir la gente? Ay, no, ¿qué va a decir la gente? And I'm like, I remember me even being a little girl, and I would tell my mom like, who cares? Like, no te están pagando los biles. Like, you know, who cares what people think? You know, like, they're not here when you're crying or when you're like, you know. I've always kind of been that person, like, where I don't really. I mean, once in a while, I'm like, bitch, like, no, you didn't say that about me, you know. But it just like se me resbala like butter. Like, who cares, you know? And that's just how you gotta live your life. Like, even you don't even have to be a YouTube person or Instagram person to know people are always gonna talk shit, you know.
It's funny that you said like you've always siempre te ha valido madre, and I feel like, but I just feel like at a point in time, you know, when you go from like not being on social media to being on social media, it's a little different, because antes you're like, pues me vale verga if the hood rats from my neighborhood talk shit. But now it's like people que ni te conocen, you know what I mean? It's easier to be like, fuck these people, no saben quién son, no saben, they don't even know anything really about me and they're talking shit. So it's easier to be like, fuck them, I'm gonna do me, and if they like it, they like it, y si no, pues a la chingada con ellos. You know?
And also another thing that always like helped me is like, you know, because I do get hate, like, just for being like the tia, or like, you know, because the way my body is, like, I get like hate sometimes, but there's always more love than hate. Yeah. So like, you know, even sometimes like, because we all kind of go through our little things. So sometimes like even the twins are like, oh, this fucking bitch said, or like, you know, even myself or my sister, you know, and I always tell them like, there's more love than hate. Like, I try to tell myself like, I'm not gonna respond back to a bad comment, which sometimes I do got time, you know? Same. But then like what I do is like, after I comment back to that bad comment, I'm like, dude, I have like 200 other comments that are like good comments, you know? So I'm like, why am I wasting my time on one bad comment when there's so many other good comments, you know?
And I feel like that's actually super, super important that you touch, because I feel like us Instagrammers, us YouTubers, siempre la gente siempre nos están diciendo, why do you guys pay attention to the bad comments? Like, there's barely any. You guys don't even pay attention to the love. But just keep it this way, you guys. Like, in a comment section filled with love, a bad comment always stands out.
Yes, you're right.
It really does. Like, you see all the good comments, like, I love you, and I'm like, oh, I feel so loved. Y luego hay una pinche persona pendeja que te dice, Alan is this, Alan is a bad friend, and you're like, wait a minute.
Bitch, what'd you say?
Yeah, it literally is like that though. Like when I be reading comments, you guys, especially because I like every single comment. Sometimes I'm like, I don't want to say I do it all the time, but like usually within the first 2 hours of when I upload a video, I'll be liking every single comment. I read them very quick, so it's very like, I love you, I love you, I love you, ta 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 ta. And I see a bad comment, I was like, wait. Before I even go, wait. I don't even press the heart because I'm like, let me read it first and then I'll like it. But I always like it to make them know, like, I saw your motherfucking comment and it did nothing to me.
Yeah, you know what? That's very good. I'm gonna start liking fucking bad comments.
I like them. I don't give a fuck, you guys. I like liking them so I can let them know that I saw it and I'm still gonna continue doing it.
Yeah.
Because I feel like gente en el internet piensa que si te ponen un pinche comentario malo, vas a parar de hacer lo que
what you're doing. Yeah.
And it's like, homeboy, if anything, you're encouraging me more because you're bringing in the views, you're bringing in the fucking engagement, and at the end of the day, de eso vivimos.
No, for real, I mean? Yeah. Sometimes when I got time, like, they'll be like, oh, your fucking videos suck. I don't even know why, you know? And I'm like, well, like, when I got time, I'll be like, well, either way, thank you for watching me because you're helping me pay my bills. So thank you, you know? And at the end of the day, that's what it is. Whether it's love or hate, even if it's hate, like, they're still helping us pay our bills. So it's like, fuck it. Like, there's always going to be, like, haters. So it is what it is.
All the women in your life, I feel like, are really good cooks. And I feel like one of the things, because there's many things that attract everyone to your guys' family videos. But one of the things that resalta mucho is the carne asadas, the food. What got you and everyone in your family into cooking?
Well, I mean, it's kind of like a couple of things. So both of my mom and my dad, they both love cooking. My sister, she also loves cooking. And also, like, we came from, like, a broken home. So it's like we didn't have, like, our moms at home, like, ready to cook for us. You know, they were at work, they were single moms. And I know a bunch of my other friends, like, you know, when we had to, like, take the fucking chicken out when we got out of school, like, you know? Yeah. So it kind of just started like that. And then, like, when I was, like, maybe, like, 11 or 12, like, my mom, like, me puso a cocinar, you know? Yeah, so she'll be like, okay, this is how she would call me over the phone. Or like even my sister, she'll be like, all right. You know, a lot of it was my sister too, because she would always be at work and I would help her, like, you know, with the twins and my nephew Ruben. So she would just call me like, hey, like, this is how you're gonna do it. This is what you do. So I guess that's how it kind of started. I think because my family liked it, it runs in our blood. Like I liked it. Like eventually I started liking it.
Because I feel like you have to like cooking for it to like actually come out. Because I can't say, I can cook. Do I like it? No. Do I do it? No. Like if you literally look in my fridge, there's only literally alcohol and fucking rotten fruta. Literally. Like I just don't like cooking. Like I can literally, I don't remember when the last time I cooked. So I feel like you have to really love what you're doing and that for you is cooking to really do it.
Honestly, I feel like to me, cooking is not a job. Like, desde chiquita, like my dad would ask me like, oh, what do you want to be when you grow up, you know? And I'll be like, oh, I want to be a chef. Like, and I remember being like 8 saying that, you know? But like, it just kind of went over my head. I never like, you know? But like, now that I'm older, like I look back and I'm like, damn, like I always knew I loved cooking. And like, I feel like I'm kind of like macetona, like when it comes to school and stuff. So like, it was always really hard for me to learn stuff, but when it comes to cooking, it's so easy to me. Like if I won't know how to make a recipe, but you'll tell me like, this is what you need, whatever.
You'll do it.
I'll figure it out. Like it just comes easy to me. And I feel like, like just my whole family, like nos acostumbramos to like eat at home. Mm-hmm. So I think that's another reason too, because we don't like eating out a lot. Like,
I feel like you guys literally always cook.
Yeah, and it's funny because like other like people, like they'll be like, ay no, voy a ir a comer, like we're gonna go out to eat, and like they love it, you know? But like us, it's like, no, fuck that. Like I'd rather eat a home cooked meal, you know?
You know what's funny? And I shared this in one of my actual vlogs. I think I had gone to Palm Springs with a couple of my friends. Mm-hmm. And I think like a week before I went to Palm Springs, you guys had posted one of your guys' carne asada plates.
Oh yeah.
If you guys ever see their stories of the fucking comida que comen you guys, I'm like, oh my God. Like it even makes you want to, like for me, I don't know if it's just me being a fat ass, but I'm like, oh my God, I want that. But like nunca te sale. So I remember when I went to this Palm Spring trip, I literally had that picture screenshotted.
Oh, really?
And I even showed it to the twins the last time they came. I had that picture screenshotted because I'm like, when I go to Palm Springs, like all my friends that cook were going.
Yeah, okay,
obviously,
cool.
I wasn't gonna be fucking doing the food.
Yeah, you're like,
I was just gonna take the picture. You know what I mean? I was just gonna vlog it. For a lot of people, I feel like you guys always get like, oh my god, I want to cook like them. I want to cook like them.
Yes, we do get. You know what? Our carne asadas are very popular. I didn't think it was gonna pop off.
I feel like I've heard it so many times. Like even influencers, like, oh my god, I want to get invited to one of their carne asadas because they really do look bomb.
Like, it's really good that like my whole family likes to cook because honestly, it does take a lot of time. You know, so like literally. Like, thankfully, all the girls in my family cook. Like, the twins, my sister, my mom, me, you know?
Yeah.
So, we literally all have to pick, like, maybe at least 2 plates to make, you know?
Oh, damn.
So, we literally come together. And I think that's, like, it's fun, like, to us, too, because it's, like, bonding time. That's how we bond, you know? We work together as a team.
To, like, create
something big like that. And then we just enjoy it. We sit down together. So, I feel like that's our thing, you know?
You know what's so funny, too? Because I feel like you all girls are beautiful. And I feel like mucha gente dice it's either they're pretty and don't know how to cook, but I feel like you guys do it both. Do you guys ever, especially for, like, the men in your guys' life, do you guys ever be like, damn, like I took a whole wifey home?
You know, I feel like I haven't got appreciated like that yet. So
you're like,
but it's funny because other people, like, even if it's just like my friends or like even my guy friends, like that we kick it with, like, because we have a little squad, they'll be like, Mo, I miss your cooking. But I don't know if it's just the men that I just end up with. I feel like they're not very appreciative until like after. Then they're like, I miss your cooking. I'm like, fuck you, motherfucker. Like,
I'm like, you're gonna miss this
pussy too. You could go eat at McDonald's with your bitch ass, you know?
Literally, yeah, because I feel like, you know what's funny? A lot of men, especially like the older like school men, like especially like the Latinos, you know, they grow up with like the mentality of like their parents being like, cásate con una que sepa cocinar, que sepa cuidar a los niños, or like stuff like that. And I feel like I would have thought that would have been more appreciated.
Yeah, you know, it honestly hasn't. I mean, only like the men in my family, you know, or like even like the twins' boyfriends, like they're like appreciative, like, oh, this is so good, you know, like, or my dad, but. I don't know. Maybe it's just like they don't
maybe you're just dating
up.
Shitty men.
You know what? That's definitely what it is. Yeah, I'm telling you.
Because I'm like, girl, I'm over here not even in her DMs, and I'm appreciating her food all the motherfucking time.
Thank you, Alan.
No, you're welcome.
And you know, I hate that. I hate that society thinks that like, oh, because you're pretty or you look a certain way, like you don't know how to cook or you have long nails, you don't know how to cook, and it's like. You could be a bad bitch and still know how to cook. Period. You know, like it doesn't matter.
A lot of like the newer generation, I feel like a lot of like their parents, you know, they're either busy, they're working. That a lot of the women or even men, because even me, I don't know how to fucking cook. I literally started learning how to cook just because I would do cooking videos with my mom. But my mom was always at work that she would always.
I remember you would do cooking videos with your mom.
I literally would do them all the time, you guys, and that's how I started learning how to cook. But I feel like a lot of our parents end up being at work, end up being busy. That for instance, for me, my mom siempre nos tenía like comida preparada. So when she would be at work and we'd be out of school, like we'd just like heat it up. Yeah. I think the only thing like as a kid that I learned how to cook was like huevitos.
Oh yeah.
Huevos y like the salchicha for the hot dogs.
That didn't slide in my house. Like if my mom is very like old school, so we were brought up like kind of the old school.
She was
way.
Like a tortilla at fucking 5 years old.
Yeah, you know what? That's the only thing I didn't know how to learn how to do was make tortillas. But like in my house, like we had to cook and clean. Like you had to work for your plate. Yeah. You know, if not, like you're not gonna fucking eat.
You're like, you didn't clean enough today, Mo. No comes.
Yeah, you know, like you want to go out, like and chinga, I'm gonna go clean the fucking house.
Literally,
you know?
I feel like that's what it is too. I feel like I hated cleaning. And even to this day, you guys, that's why my house is a fucking mess. But I feel like as a kid, every time que quería salir, me ponía a limpiar. Yeah. And our parents always knew, like, quiere algo. Yeah. And it's like, and it's not him being a good son. It's literally him trying to go out.
He wants something out of it, huh?
Yeah. And I feel like my sister knows how to cook, but I feel like my sister ended up learning. Sí le enseñó a mi mom, but like, ya luego lo aprendes como mujer. You're like, you know, you're like, oh, I want to learn how to cook. Obviously, si ustedes no saben, Mo has a BBL. Yes, I do. And I feel like when influencers, you know, tend to get these type of surgeries or just surgeries in general, la gente siempre habla. Yo siempre digo que la gente habla nomás porque tiene boca. ¿Cómo le haces tú to deal with the hate that comes with getting cosmetic surgeries?
Honestly, not even like como le hago. I just don't understand it. Like the hate towards it. Like, you know, because I just feel like me as a person, like, a mí no me importa lo que está haciendo like the next person, you know? Like, I don't care like what you would do to your body. So I just don't understand it. Because like sometimes the comments are like, they sound so hateful. And I'm thinking like, did an operated girl do something to you? Like, you know, did she take your man or something? Like, I don't.
She's like, is she fucking your man right now? Like, that's why you want to take it out on me?
But it's just because, like, some of the comments, they just, like, there's so much hate towards it. You know, like, sometimes I'll just be like, oh, what did you do to yourself? Whatever. I'm not talking about those. But Like, there's some people that just really go in on you. Like, they'll do a whole paragraph on your body. And I'm like, me personally, like, I can never see, like, I would never do that, because when I don't have time and another, like, I don't care. And, you know, I just feel like we should all respect each other. Like, whether we're natural, we're not natural. Like, you're built like a circle or a square or, you know, a stick. Like, it doesn't matter, you know? Like, it doesn't matter.
I think that's very true, though. I feel like it's very funny that you say that. I don't know how people online, though, think it's okay. Like, even like, okay, because I will admit, you guys, I see some shit on social media that I'm like, oh, I don't like that. Or like, I'm not even talking about BBLs. I'm talking about like, oh, like, there's even, I don't know, this is maybe just me. There's people on TikTok que me caen gordo just, and for no reason. Like, just like, you know, you see their content, you're like, oh, I can't stand this person.
But
like,
we're human, you know?
And I feel like that everyone can go through, but never in my head me cruza, I hate this person or me cae gordo, like I just can't stand them. Let me go ahead and leave a hate comment.
Like you, like, cause that's what I'm saying. Like, of course we all have like, you know, thoughts like on people, which is normal. We're human, you know, but I can never sit there and like take the time to write this hateful last paragraph about someone for whatever they're doing or their body. Like, I just, why? Why, you know?
And I feel like body shaming is like something like you said, everyone fucking gets it, you guys. Her having a BBL and looking snatch, and then me over here looking like a fucking circle. I feel like we're bound to fucking get it, but I just don't know how people are okay with like leaving shit like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and honestly, like, I feel like we should all like just respect each other, and you know, like, just because someone looks one way doesn't mean that, like, oh, you know, like, not to like offend anybody, just because someone's like operated doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with your body, you know? Like, everyone should like love the way that they're built, you know? And I'm not gonna hate someone just because they want to do like a procedure to themselves. Like, a mí que me importa, you know? And honestly, this is only to the haters, not to, because there's even people that, you know, follow me, they'll be like, Mo, I would never get surgery, I'm scared, but you know, like, that's you. And I respect that, you know, because not everyone's gonna think like me. But it's just like the people that really go in on you. And I'm like, to the people that really go in on us for being like operated, and it's like, girl, like, you would probably do shit in your life that I wouldn't do, you know? Like, for example, maybe like take back your cheating ass baby daddy that cheated on you with your best friend, you know? Like, I would never do that, but I'm not gonna sit there and be like, girl, why did you, like, you know? Like,
I'm not gonna go on your social media and leave a comment about it.
Like, I don't care, you know? We all do stuff that maybe another person wouldn't do, you know, but it's like, a ti que te importa? Like, what is it hurting you, you know?
You know, for me, especially for the body shaming, you guys, to me, it's always, I want to say 98% of the time when I get a hate comment, you know, I ando yo. When I have the time, ando de chismoso, you know, I click on their profile. It's a fucking torta, no ass, having ass bitch.
And you know what? I would think like the hater comments
would be like a snatch.
Or like a gym person, you know? Like, they're fucking athletic.
It's never them.
And I'm just like, girl, like, I could really sit there and like say stuff about you, but I'm not that person. I'm not gonna do that, you know? Like, I don't care. Like,
it's always funny to me. It's always like, especially right now, you guys, from December to now, I gained 30 pounds. And, you know, obviously people online have a lot to say. And yes, it's been fucking with me mentally. But when I sit down and read the comments of people like, you got fat. And I'm like, well, you've been fat. Like, I look at their profile and I'm like, girl, like, at least I lost.
And you know what, Alan? It's like, you can never make people happy. Because I remember before I got surgery, like, I was already kind of like on Instagram, you know, and people would basically call me like the fat sister. Because, like, you know, the twins are petite, you know.
And they're small.
They've always had like a flat stomach, you know. And like me, like, I'm built like, you know, like bigger. Like, I'm a big girl. I'm a thick girl, you know. So people were always comparing me like, oh, like, estás panzona. Because I would have like a pudge, you know. Or like my weight, like, I can never keep a steady weight. Like, it goes up and down, you know. So it's like, and I don't care. I didn't get the surgery because of the haters. Like, it was just something I always wanted. But it's like, before, when I was natural, like, I was the fat sister, estaba panzona. You know, I look like this, I look like that. But then when I got surgery and I fixed the problem, then it's like, oh my God,
she got surgery.
Yeah, so it's like, you can't make people happy, you know?
I find it so funny too, because a lot of the people that put these society standards are the people that complain about, oh, we don't see big people online. And I'm like, well, you don't see them because you scare them off. It's really funny because, like, you don't see all the good looking people talking shit on, like, people that are like me, you know what I mean? Like, you don't see them talking shit. It's always like, you know, I don't want to even come come off as a bitch, but I'm gonna say it's always like the chubby people, you know, that talk shit on me being chubby, and I'm like, girl, if you want to be represented in the media, why are you talking down on the people that represent you?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I feel you.
And I feel like for like, especially like the girls that have the BBL, you know what I mean? Siempre andan diciendo, oh, we want why is there no natural influencers? Why is there no natural influencers? But when there's a natural influencer, y'all talk shit on them and make them feel insecure.
Yeah, and honestly, it won't even be like, you know, just like influencers. Like, it's honestly celebrities too.
Celebrities too.
Because like, I'll be like on the shade room, and then like, there'll be like a natural petite person, like, you know, with the cute body, and people will be like, oh my God, she has
no
a flat ass. She has, but it's like, she's natural. Like, you know, who cares? You know? And so it's like, you know, but then they post a fucking operated girl with a flat ass stomach and like a butt. Then it's like, oh my God. So it's like, you don't win either way.
Yes.
You know?
I just feel like society standards on people's appearance, especially like in the media. I feel like, you know, siempre por eso miras celebrities doing all these like BBLs, these surgeries, because, you know, I feel like the people put like this whole society standard on how people should look, pero la gente como que se confunde, como que la gente está pendeja y no sabe lo que quiere.
They don't even know what they want.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm like, what do you think? Like, I don't know. I just feel like society standards are fucking stupid. There shouldn't be a fucking standard.
Exactly.
Like, there's fucking thousands of people at home watching that look like me, but like still feel some type of way of me looking the way I look.
Yeah, and honestly, like me, even though I have had like, you know, a BBL, I never like proactively encourage people to do it, you know, because you should be happy with yourself however you're built, you know, or even if you do want to do something, like, you know, do it, you know. I feel like I never encourage, because that's something that I wanted to do. Yeah. So I don't push it on other people like, oh, you guys I recommend this person, or I don't even recommend my doctors and stuff, because it's like, I feel like everyone should do whatever they want to do.
And do their research.
Yeah. And, you know, I have like friends that are natural, or like, you know, they're like a little like, you know, like they're you know, they're maybe a little thicker than you know, and it's like, I don't tell them like, oh, you need to go get operated,
because it's like, if they're happy like that, then
like, I don't tell
be.
people to go get operated. It's like, it's just something that I wanted, and, you know, everyone else, like, do whatever you want to do, you know.
Do you feel like social media like has a big part of like the things we do with ourselves, like body wise, or like surgeries, Botox? Because I will say it, you guys, there is some times where I feel pressured, like, oh my God, I gotta look a certain way so people won't talk shit.
Yeah,
but then even when I lost weight, you guys, people were saying that I was doing cocaine, that I was doing all these random ass shit, and I'm like, oh my God, like, I'll just stay fat.
Oh my God, yeah. You know what? No, I get the same thing, right? Because like I told you, like, my weight fluctuates a lot. So sometimes I'll be thick and then I'll lose weight, but then, so when I do gain weight, people will be like, oh my God, you gained so much weight. Like, you're fucking fat. So then I voy en chinga going to the gym. I lose weight, right? And then they're like, well, you only look like that because you got surgery. Like, yeah, bitch, the surgery helped, but did you see me? I gained weight. I got fat, and I had to go back to the gym and lose it.
It's crazy because, like, even with surgery, I see you at the gym, you know, recently, I think a couple of days, you've been posting, but the day I saw it was like 2 days ago, you posted you were at the gym. Yeah. I feel like what people don't understand at home is that you have to maintain surgery.
You do.
You can't just get the surgery and be like, yeah, quedé chingona para el resto de mi vida. If you don't maintain it, you're going to gain back the weight. If you don't maintain it, you're going to, if anything, people that are operated end up looking even bigger than what they did.
Legit. Yeah. For anyone like who's thinking about it, you end up gaining more weight after surgery. And I thought it was just me, but I had told, like, you know, my massage lady who specializes in those massages, and she'll tell me, like, no, it's like, it happens to people. Like, it's normal for you to gain more weight, you know? So it's like, you might not gain it, like, you know, in your panza, but it goes everywhere else, like your feet, your arms, your back.
It's crazy. No, you know, it's crazy. Like, when even that's what a lot of, okay, so I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but a lot of people, a lot of doctors say that, like, pero tiene que te hacen a fucking lipo on your stomach. Yeah, if you eat a lot, you're gonna gain weight back in your stomach. But if you're just eating a lot to where you're gaining like some weight, you'll see that weight somewhere else.
Yeah, really. You really do.
You really do. And I feel like it's crazy like that people, it's crazy that we even have to sit down here and fucking talk about like our bodies, because people online make us feel like there's something wrong with us.
And honestly, like when I first moved to LA, I kind of got a little depressed because it was just like, you know, a new city. Like, I didn't have no friends. So I was just like at home, and I gained weight, you know? So I feel like I stayed off of social media. I wasn't very active for maybe like a year or two, but because I was just insecure, you know? And like I had gained weight and I was just depressed. So then that's when I got my trainer and I started losing weight again. So I started feeling like myself again, you know? So it's like, it
sucks.
sucks.
Yeah,
you know?
it does. And it's very sad that you like had to be off social media.
Yeah, because like I just wasn't comfortable with myself. But then I'm like, you know what? Who cares? Like, it's fucking life. It's just wait. If I want to lose it, I'm gonna lose it, you know?
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, you guys just don't ever think you have to do something just because the next person's doing it or because you see like your favorite influencer doing it. Like, you live your life however you want, whether it's your body, your choices, the way you want to live. Like, you do whatever makes you happy, you know?
And I feel like if you get anything from it, you guys, I feel like regardless what you do, whether you're fat, you're skinny, you're thick, you're snatch, people are always going to fucking talk shit.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Whether you look a certain way, whether you're pretty or like ugly, people are still gonna talk shit. Even like the prettiest people get talked shit on. We'd live in a better world if people just minded their business and shut the fuck up when it's something that doesn't matter to them.
Exactly. I don't know why people like insert themselves in other people's lives, especially like if they don't really like know them, you know. But
and I feel like it's easy. Like, I feel like the people like they're like, well, you put your life out there. I'm like, yeah, I do, but like, no one gave you the fucking, you know, I didn't give you the green light to talk shit on me.
And like people will say that, or like I'll see them do it to like celebrities too.
Yeah.
Like, well, you put your life out there, you signed up for this, but it's like, what kind of person are you? You know, like not like I'm saying like that person. Like, what is that? The kind of person you are? You're just spreading hate in the world, you know?
Literally.
So that's the way I look at it. Like, I feel sorry for people like that because I'm like, I could just imagine your real life, you know? Like, you must be a really sad person.
And a very miserable person.
Yeah, like to do that. Like, because who cares, you know?
All right, you guys. So, yeah, enough of the cheese, man. We really went at it. I feel like me and Mo were like, for a moment, I forgot that the cameras were even on, you guys. I was like, and it was funny because every time there's a guest, I always tell the guests to like look directly at the camera because like I want them to feel like we're talking to you guys. But I even forgot. I was like, yeah, Mo. We were literally like this all time, which is fucking great because that's when you know you're having a genuine conversation. So we're gonna go ahead and move on porque ya de tanto chisme como que también uno se cansa, and we're gonna move on to the Wheel of Pendejada. Como pueden ver, Mo got Never Have I Ever. And we're about to expose ourselves a little bit more. You guys, she's like, fuck, no me querías poner, aquí me trajo Alan a exponerme. So over here, tenemos a producción, you guys, and they're gonna ask us Never Have I Ever questions. And me and Mo are gonna have our little 5 fingers up. If we've done it, we put it down. If we have it, we put it up.
Okay.
Never have I ever hooked up with another influencer.
Man, you guys are good.
Mo, I haven't. Mm-mm.
Yet.
Yeah, I'm like, does Danny count? I'm like, he has 40K followers. I'm like, is he influential, guys? So, ooh, that's some tea. Never have ever wanted to start a fight. Yeah.
Like, I never wanted to start a fight?
Like if you have. Like, yeah. I'm like, I feel like that every day. I know with Danny.
Man, I'm about to lose.
Mo's like, never have I ever drunk text my ex. No.
No, not
But
text.
I drunk texted people.
I drunk dialed once, pero ya me la debía because he had fucking called me like 1,000 times literally. So it's like, we're like probably even. And that's the only person I ever drunk dialed.
So you put your finger down for that one? She's like,
I'm fucking losing at this game.
I mean, he's not an ex. Well, not like an ex. Like, I've drunk texted friends. Like, stupid shit. But that doesn't count. That wasn't the question. Set nudes. Like, no, back in high school. I'm like...
If I'm wearing my chonies, does that count?
Yeah, because it's like explicit pictures. She's like, if my titties are out and I just have a finger like this, does that count?
Does that count?
Imagine. Fuck. Damn, Mo's about to lose.
I live life, huh?
Yeah. I'm like, Mo's wild, you guys. I was like, this is why she don't want
There's a reason why I don't put my shit out there.
Literally. Oh. Never have I ever broken up via text.
I've actually been making that a habit.
Oh, so you just don't see them?
Yeah, because I'm like, oh, they drive me crazy. I'm like, ni pa qué. I just sent a text message.
They're
like como que les duele even more, you know?
Because it's like really through a text?
Yeah. Before,
I've never.
Yeah, I don't know.
No. You know what? Yes, I have. Even with like I feel like it's easier because you don't want to have them nagging like in your face, like trying to convince you to get back with them.
It's like, no, I don't want to deal with that. Like,
yeah, you're like, it's done, you're blocked, we're done.
It's not even that I'm gonna go back. I just don't want to hear it, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm like, no.
No, but it's not even that you'll go back, but it's like the manipulation that comes with it. Like,
no.
I do all this for you, and you're like, no. Bye, I don't want to hear it.
Ciao.
So, ya que jugamos ese jueguito, we're getting to the end of today's episode. And we're going to go ahead and turn it to Mo para que ella nos diga what is next for Miss Mo Money.
I mean, so as of now, I'm just working on my videos. I have more cooking videos coming. I know people want to know a little more about my life, so I'm trying to do more vlogs. I have like more achievement videos coming, and I feel like I'm a little more open now to talk about like, you know, my love life and stuff. So I have more like breakup videos. I know people like those, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's basically what I'm working on.
All right, you guys, so ya que la escucharon, make sure you guys go ahead and follow Mo on all her social medias, which I'll leave down below. Y no se les olvide to follow me on all my social media so you guys won't miss any future episode. And with that being said, you guys, thank you guys so much for listening. If you haven't already, please make sure to subscribe to Noche De Pendejadas, the podcast, on Spotify, Apple Music, or wherever you listen to your motherfucking podcast. And with that being said, you guys, we'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye, guys.